Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. I'm Ryan from Tarot to Tarot and Infinity Tarot. Today is all signs, Aries through Pisces, and we are going to do what's coming in love and career, money for the month of June. So let's see what we get here. I apologize if I have to eat the screen every once in a while. I can't see timestamps well, so when I go to timestamp, I to look at it too close. All right, we're gonna start with Aries. We're gonna be about. All right. Let's see. Looking like a true Aries read already. All right, so Aries, what you have for the month of June is, look, if you're not dealing with somebody at this second, there would be somebody that does have interest around you. You are so freaking focused on business, work, and trying to get things going. And I feel like this person is already sending a flirty energy and trying to get your attention. You know, they very much see you as somebody who can get shit done. And that's what's very attractive about you to them. And the thing is either you're not seeing it or you're just too busy doing you. For some of you, yeah, there's going to be somebody's going to have kids already. Okay, for those of you that are in that age group where, people just have kids, that's all right. And for those of you that have zero kids in the situation, there's going to be somebody that, you're not really going to be on the same page. Like, you're coming off more grown, but you got bigger goals than them. But I want to say they feel stuck when it comes to you and they don't even know how to approach you quite yet. But if this person's already showing interest, know that they think that they can match you. Like, they are trying to come in and offer you something. They could see a future with you. Let's see what's going on here. Some of you have like a spiritually based business though, that you're trying to get off the ground or move forward. So you're just kind of not about that. But if you are looking for love, something is trying to come in. Some of you are going to meet this person as you're traveling. Could be on a business trip, and it could be just you're going somewhere from work, hell for the coffee shop, for all I know. And it's going to be somebody that's noticed you before. Actually, somebody's going to find what you wear is attractive as well. And vice versa. It could even be somebody that you walk by and think, damn, they look good at that. But there might be something about their vehicle. Okay, remember that. This person may stand out because of their vehicle in some way. If it's not their vehicle per se, it might be the fact that they don't have one. So you may try to leave it alone because they don't have enough. But I want to say this person does actually have something to offer that's not just about finance, money, things like that. So your love is coming, or something's coming in for you, anyways, in June. All right, let's see. Aries career, money, career. All right, some of you are going to take a financial hit. It could be because some of you want to travel, but I do want to say this. If you're trying to get something off the ground, you know, save your money because there's going to be a part of this that is going to be a financial hit. That's for those of you like who own your own business. There is going to be something unexpected. For others of you, you're either going to quit your job or you're going to, well, you're going to get fired. There is going to be a financial change. That's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But something else will come in. If you happen to leave job, there is something else that would be coming around the corner. I want to give you the number 4. So you'll find something within 4 weeks, or there'll be something with potential. Yeah. For those of you who don't care and just want to take a break, I do see you coming back around to something in the month of July. But I still think that you would find something within the 4-week mark. If you want to take more time, it would be August, but the month of year, it'll be July. Some of you are going to be overindulging. Probably in the devil's lettuce there. Those are good. So I want to say enjoy, but I want to say watch out, because that's a random side message, because some of you may get caught with something if you're not careful. And if you run with the wrong crowd, be prepared for somebody to point the finger at you. So there you go, Aries. That is your read. Now we're going to go to Taurus. $750. All right, Taurus. Love coming in, whatever for June. Yeah, June. Well, Taurus, for you, it looks like the past is going to be returning. Oh, the past is going to be returning. It does look like something, cut off. And here you are in your energy. You're kind of just doing your own thing. This is for those of you who are single. Now, I do feel like there was something with somebody who ended in the past, and there is going to be communication. If you've been waiting on that, there will be communication coming in, and there is going to be some kind of resolution or kind of a discussion to be able to move on and move forward. The thing is, and this is going to be specific, if it's somebody who did not follow through with you in the first place and disappeared, ghosted, in and out, they are going to do the same thing again. They're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to say somewhere between now and September. Like they'll come back around and then poof again, September time, no later, they're going to kind of back off after they have you kind of thinking that, yeah, okay, this could get better. It is going to be another false start. And you're going to be doing your own thing again. You're either going to breadcrumb them or they're going to breadcrumb you. But I do feel like this is somebody that just generally knows how to play love games. They do hold back. It is on purpose. This is something that is a repetitive pattern for them. So if they're newer into your life and this has only just started, this is who they are. They're showing you who they are. If this is you, well, then you got toxic traits. Either way, this is a person with toxic traits, and I do feel like you're going to get what you want. If you want to come back, you're just not going to get the desired results. There's still going to be drama, arguments, or some kind of bullshit. That's just it. So, but on the upside, if you wanted communication, you get that part. You're just not going to get the whole ass person. I hate that. All right. Taurus for career. I can't see the comments that well, guys, so I apologize. I'll have to pull it forward here. All right. I'm going to read this in a few ways, Taurus. So for those of you who have a family dynamic, I do see that something is about to cost you. Something is about to cost you. You know, I know that school is about to end for some, and this could be just more so something coming into the summer months. Be prepared to put out a little bit of money. Now, I do see that for some of you, there is going to be somebody, and it could be you. I'm not going to act like we can't do some shit either. You may lie about your financial situation to others. And it's going to be because, well, there's some pretending going on there that you're doing better than you are, or that somebody's doing better than they are, or they're not spending as much money as they are. There is some deception revolving money, but I do feel this is more so within a family dynamic. So if somebody's sitting there going, oh my God, I'm not doing so well, they could be lying. And then there's some people that may be like, oh, I'm fantastic, but there's still some underlying lying. So you need to save your money throughout the month of June because something is coming. Okay, it's going to cost you. Now, for some of you, you are, because of other people, going to be leaving a position. Because you know what, I'm just going to be honest, there's gossip. The thing is I see all the elements, so there's all types there. But I do feel like that there's people that do not necessarily want you doing what you're doing. If you're a boss, like they're very jealous, they don't want you in that position. But I do see you leaving. I do see you leaving and saying to hell with it. So for those of you, if you know that you're about to go into a transition career-wise, yes, keep saving your money. But you know what? If you've asked for a raise or you keep pushing for something, you're not being told the truth. If they're like, there's just not the money to pay this, well, the boss is lying. They just don't want to give it up. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords here. There is lies in the communication. And you are actually going to be going on to something else. And if this does not hit in June, this will be coming shortly. This will be coming shortly. Through family. Absolutely. Tam, absolutely. It can literally cost them their family as well. Absolutely. Karma's a bitch. It works in crazy ways. So it's not limited to. And you know, the thing is these energies are vice versa too, because none of us are perfect people. None of us. Let's see here. 1444, 1444. So we'll put 165. But 4. You know what? I'm just going to put the 4s because we're going into Gemini. We're going into Gemini at 1444. Doing this a little bit quicker today because what's a typical air sign? Shit. Are you real? Quit playing. So Gemini, it's like you guys are usually, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are usually one of the bigger offenders in this, so this can be vice versa. So I'm gonna ask you this question if it happens to be your energy, and if it's a cross watcher, really, I'm just gonna be like, really? Why would you rush in to something to pull back? Does this person freak you out? Do they, I mean, because it's like, oh, let's do this. And then it's like, here we come with the breadcrumbs. Somebody cannot figure the other person out. This reading is for a Gemini dealing with somebody. It doesn't have to be a full-blown relationship. It's like somebody flew in there and then is like, I'm just gonna stand right here. What the hell? Somebody is trying to build. They're trying to figure out what the hell you're doing, or vice versa. It's they don't even know what to say. I do feel like this has to do with some kind of subconscious conditioning though. But air signs, you guys are horrid about being free spirits coming in, pulling people in, and just be like what you mean. But this is on somebody's end. Somebody's coming in as a king and somebody's coming in as a page. You are not on the same page, but I do feel like this person does want to grow with you. They, especially with the lovers, they're wanting you to make a freaking choice. They want it. They see you as wish fulfillment, or vice versa. They're ready for something to start. I feel this leans more towards people that are like loosely involved, not necessarily people in a full-blown relationship, but you came in and spun somebody right round, and now it looks or feels inconsistent to the other person. They don't know. They don't know. So I do feel like the other person does have their guard up, and they are, to be honest with you, I feel like in the long run, even this is might even be past you. And if this was already going on, somebody's going to grow quite impatient of this behavior, and they will. Don't think they won't walk away because they like you. Don't think that they won't walk away from you because they like you, because they will. I feel like this person loves themselves enough to say, you know what? I have this to offer. And if you can't come forward and show me, I'm out. So I want to say tick tock, tick tock, because they want something. And if this is you, if you're getting sick to death of this person coming in, stepping back, you're going to grow tired of it. You want to be happy. You're not going to sit there forever and wait, or they're not. So if you know that that's to be your story, you better watch out. You're going to fuck around and find out. All right, Gemini, for finance career for the month of June. Well, I do want to say I love the boss up energy. Love may not be your strong suit right now for some of you, but your job changes and moving forward is when it comes to your finance. Some of you, you know, I want to say some of you have like a golden carrot kind of dangled in front of you, and you did take it. It seemed nice, it smelled nice, and when you got involved in it, well, it didn't really suit what you thought or what you were told. It just did not. I do see you walking away for another offer, and it is going to be, for some of you, it's going to be a little bit out of your wheelhouse. You're not going to be necessarily comfortable with it, but your sign is pretty adaptable when it comes to, well, shit, I'll try anything once, twice to make sure I didn't like it. But I do see financial stability. Some of you are going to move or purchase a home. There is a house move coming for those of you that want that or are trying for that. Yes, for some of you, you are going to have to roll the dice on something new. to get that. Okay, I want to say that for some of you, it is going to take a little bit of a risk, but I see it working out. You may be stressed about it right now, but in the long haul, it is going to come to fruition. There is financial security coming. For some of you, yes, that opportunity is coming. You are going to land that job in the month of June, or you're going to find it. Your stability is coming. And I'm going to say for some of you, it won't exceed past September. It won't. Decisions need to be made, though. For some of you, now, this is a side message for some of you. There's like a new partnership building. There's a new partnership building. It doesn't necessarily have to be in love, but it could be two people coming together, combining forces, and ending up, this movement and this. But for some of you, it is creating a business or working very well with somebody who is going to like help your small business or your new business take off. So it's coming, Gemini. Just be patient. Don't sit on the fence too long about shit. And there's no point to sit there and worry about it. No point to sit there and worry about it. Worry does nothing. Actions and thoughts do, though. All right. So now we have the sign of Cancer. Let's see what's the sign. 27 when I looked. All right. 27 for Cancer. Let's see. This is my all signs read. This is for the zodiacs. Timestamps will be in the description later if you want to watch what's coming in for your sign. It would be on YouTube. We're live from YouTube right now as well. Well, I'm going to read this a couple ways. Take what resonates for you. So some of you had a situation that has come to an end, or you see the ending coming. And for those of you who keep running the same pattern with somebody or somebody similar, if you find this something that keeps just replaying, it's like the never-ending story. Yeah, it's because you're dealing with somebody who's really not that emotionally available. It's somebody that's not emotionally available. And if this has not come in yet, be cautious of the person coming in, because I feel like their emotional unavailability is a cycle that repeats itself. And if they cannot grow past what has, probably somebody with mom issues, I'm just going to say that, you may run this pattern. So as soon as you start seeing that shit, and it's okay to deal with people like that, but if you can have the communication and be able to work it out, to be able to move on, move forward, because everybody has to grow eventually. But if you don't see that happening, you need to leave it behind, because it's just not happening. For some of you, this already started playing out more so in May, or it came to completion in May. So I really would plan on that person trying to come back around if this is already something that's come to an end. But they're still going to try to move towards something. How's it going to work out, though? But subconsciously, you're going to still a page. One of you would still want something, and the other person still be breadcrumby. Even if they come back in and be like, all right, here, they're still going to do the same bullshit. This is somebody with a shit pattern. So watch out for that. Let's the keepers. Somebody's mature. Somebody comes up with poverty, which they can't give. Bad health. Imprisonment. Child. No, that's a negatory. This is still somebody with shit pattern. For some people, it might be people are trapped because, I don't want to say trapped because of kids, but they feel that way, like they can't do stuff. But still, that's an excuse. Maybe they can't move on from something because of children. But realistically, if this is somebody still attached, and if they say that they have to deal with somebody or they make you uncomfortable because there's kids involved, there's levels. And some people just be more excuse. So we got for because there's, co-parenting and then there's two fucking involved, I guess. Alright, Cancer, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. You know what? If you're looking for a job, something's gonna come in when you're when you're not ready. But literally, it's like you're getting in your own way for new opportunities and things to come in. Why are you in your own feelings about it is the question. Things are going to happen. They're going to happen. You are going to get communication. For some of you, it's going to be, let's say this is paperwork or legally, let's say benefits. If you're waiting on some kind of benefit to come in, yes, it will come when you're not ready. If it's for a job opportunity, you're not going to see it coming, but you guys are still in your own way. If you're wanting to make job changes, it's like you're sitting in your own feelings, trying to figure out how the hell it's going to be. There's the 4 of Wands. It's going to happen. But you know what? For those of you that need to turn stuff in, turn it in. Don't be so damn inconsistent. Make the move. If you're ready to move job, make the move. You will end up with something. Especially if you hate it. There's no need to be upset all the time. There's no need to be upset all the time. I feel like some of you wake up every day and hate your job. You hate it. That means that cycle needs to come to close. Nobody has to love their job, but you should not wake up feeling like you have chest pains and feel like you'd rather play in traffic than go to work. There's levels. There's levels. Regardless, that's it. That shit's coming to an end. Some of you might be afraid of losing your job, but you will find something else. Jump ahead of it. Save your money. Jump ahead of it. Some of you are also trying to figure out how to get time off to travel. You will. Even if you have to get in the car I see some of you making it happen, but you have to get out of your own way. That's the best way I can put it. I don't see anything massive going on, but I do see a lot of you need a job change or something shifting for you. Oh, you know what? Sometimes mothers can be the freaking worst. All right, so 30, 15. Now we're on the sign of Leo, if you guys were wondering. I've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Now I'm on Leo. All right, Leo in love for June. Sometimes there's nothing worse than a monster-in-law, even if you're not married. Are you real, Leo? For God's sake. Oh my God. Some of you are already communicating with somebody and you can't decide if you want to move forward and be in a relationship or if you want to be single and independent. It's like whoever this is very indecisive. And this could be the person that you're dealing with. Now, if this has not happened yet and this is somebody coming, they very well could be indecisive. But it's okay to allow things to play out. Because I feel like somebody's going to be very rushy and try to watch. Basically, kind of watch social media. Maybe if you're in the same town and you know each other, people might be watching to see the interaction, who you may be dealing with, because somebody really wants to talk to you, deal with you in some kind of way. And I do think that somebody is holding back feelings. There's shit that they're just not saying. If you're already talking to this person, they somebody may want more. Somebody may want more. The other person just might be a little indecisive. The thing is somebody is tired of the lack of it's either communication or like you're not opening up enough. Why can't you be more vulnerable? Well, it's because this person is still in between two worlds in a way. Don't mean they don't like you. It very well could be their communication style until they decide if they want to go or if they want to start. Now, if you've been dealing with this person for a freaking while, because sometimes that happens, that is who this person is. They always want to have one foot in and one foot out, but it is fear-based. Do I start this? Am I going to get hurt? This is going to be a connection that's going to take some fucking effort to try to get somebody to understand they don't want to hurt the other person. And requited love. It's going to be hard because it's going to feel to a level that somebody doesn't have feelings. And it's going to be more whoever's got the masculine energy because, that's not necessarily gender lessons and blessings. Yeah, it will speak to a home situation. It could very much be, I saw mother and father. So this is something, I feel like this person probably came from a turbulent home. And so they learned early on that people don't stay. They're afraid to invest, or you are. It's okay to just be open and kind of see how things go. But there is a higher learning here with the divine card here saying that this person is going to have to learn some shit, or you will, in order to make this go, because there's a lot of subconscious conditioning. But I do see somebody looking forward, but oh my God, so slow. So slow. It's going to stay lighthearted. I feel like it's going to push someone over the fucking edge. I feel like it is going to push someone over the edge. Because some people go so slow, people think, oh my God, are they ever going to move forward, or are they interested? So seriously, they test the limit. You can tell the difference between people. Let me put this out here. If you know someone is a hoe, I am not talking about that person. If you find somebody devoting their time in a different way, but yet they just seem like they're not coming forward more so, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not seeing like a player energy. I'm seeing somebody with issues. You have to use your discernment to know the difference. Okay. Leo. Look at you working your ass off. Almost there. Leo, a lot of you are overworked and underfucked. Number one. Secondly, you're overworked, you're burnt out, you're not getting paid what you want. You're looking around at Other situations I feel that are working out for other people, and I feel like there's a little bit of irritation there. Kind of like, why can't that work out for me? Why is that not happening for me? The thing is, you got to get out of that energy, because I want to say more so when your sign in August, July, something's going to try to pop off when it comes to opportunity. There's going to be opportunity for growth in that time frame. You need to save your money until then. But I do see something opening up. But don't live in the why the hell can't I have that energy? Yes, there's going to be financial loss. Yes, it's going to be heavy. I think something's going to shift around that time frame for you. And it's not going to necessarily work itself out fully till winter time. Like something's really going to start progressing. But it will be okay. I'm not seeing meltdowns and the walls crumbling, losing homes. I'm not seeing that. It's just a struggle. There will be, for some of you, if you reach out for help, there will be help. So there's going to be something. For some of you, watch who you give money to, because you will not get it back. You will not get it back. They're going to manipulate and be like, well, no, you're not getting it back. Now, and if you do, it's going to be way past the time. And the thing is they might not want to be honest about their financial situation either. They very well could. They might share your sign. Hell, for some of you, it's going to be a delay. So if you need the money, do not get it. Do not loan it out. So for that sign, it could be, for some of you, you're not getting it back. For some of you, it's going to be a delay. Now, some of you, I know, for some of you, there's going to be, I don't want to put this without panicking anybody, because I don't mean it to be bad. For some of you, you're going to either need to take days off because you have doctor's appointments. There might be some health concerns that come up. I don't feel like it's anything major for those of you that I'm talking to. And some of you may need a mental health time. But I do feel like, medically speaking, you do need to handle some shit, and there's going to be a period of time. And if this is why this financial hit is also coming, because you're going to take some time off, it will be okay. Take the help. All right. And if you are the one that needs to borrow money, and if you cannot pay it back in a timely fashion, just be honest with the person that you're getting it from. All right. Because again, we all have shitty traits. Some people be like that. All right. That was Leo. Then we have Virgo. 39. Oh, 40 for Virgo. All right. What do we got for Virgo? A lot of you, just hell in the shuffle, a lot of you are focusing on family. You're focusing on family, hanging out with family, kind of just chilling right now. I don't know why I want to say that. Beer in hand, maybe. I see why you're focusing on family. Okay. So Here's the thing. Some of you may be focusing on family right now. This is a couple collectives here. So some of you are throwing yourself into the family dynamic, really trying to ignore things when it comes to love. I do feel like there was a situation that left your life that was very, very impactful. So it's almost like, let me just focus on, my work and what I'm doing, taking care of the kids or the family or whatever this was. It's something that left or is leaving in the month of June. So there's going to be a lot of focus on that, like a redirection. And the thing is some of you are feeling like love is just not for you. Maybe not. Maybe not for me. But I'm seeing a relationship coming around. I do see a relationship coming in. It's like you're going to fight it, and I feel like when you're not expecting it, and even for some of you this won't be in June, some of you it's going to be by October. You're going to meet somebody by October, or it could be a Scorpio. But you guys are funny. You guys are funny because this offer is coming. You're trying to run from shit when it comes to relationships, but it's going to catch up to you. And the thing is you're not going to believe it. It's because of whatever happened before. There is literally going to be the cheater story. Like, is this person going to do me wrong? Is this person going to be like the past? For those of you who fit this storyline, no, this person is not your past. Do people bring in new levels of toxic? Of course they do. Everybody's got baggage. But I feel like this person is legitimate. This person knows what they want from a relationship. They face judgment themselves. I feel like some of you are going to mirror this person. Some of you, this is a past. Should have said it. Oh, it is. For some of you, this is a past life relationship coming back around. Okay. If it's not a past life relationship with somebody new coming in, this would be somebody that you have known or has already crossed your energy at some point, or that like somebody knows. There's going to be familiarity within the surroundings or some shit like that. Okay. Could be somebody from your area, somebody you knew from childhood. I feel like there maybe for some of you, there's going to be some children involved, and that might be some of the, well, is this blending of the families going to work? Is there's going to be a lot of thinking there. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to be so worried if there is going to be a cycle repeating itself. And the problem is this may cause a rejection of an offer. It's like a pushing away of energy. Somebody is going to try to push the other person away. And realistically, this person wants to grow. And for some of you, this person's going to want to marry you. I'm seeing marriage. So try not to overthink yourself out of a relationship that could be good for you. Now, obviously, you can see toxicity by now, Virgo. You are one of the overthinking toxic signs in that fashion, with the emotional availability after you've overthought something. But your person may match that shit, and you do not want to match each other's shit of pushing each other away and down the drain, because I feel like this is something that could be long term. I just heard starter up. So some of you are going to be like mechanics, where you're actually working on something in the background. I feel like a vehicle stands out anyway. So some of you are probably going to have to pay out on a vehicle. There could be some car work that needs to be done. I'm just going to say that. I don't know. I just heard ignition switch. So it could be something that's a little deeper than just changing a tire for some of you. So be prepared for that. It could be a switch of some sort, literal switch. No. Virgo, you have money coming in that's going to make you very happy. For some of you, it's going to be a significant amount. For others of you, this is going to be a job opportunity that kind of levels the field for you, so you have enough money coming in. I got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun. So this is going to be... Now, if some of you are investing your money, you're going to make money. Okay. For some of you, you're going to invest in your own business. It is going to create some kind of wealth, generational wealth for some of you if it's big scale shit. Now, it's going to be there. It's going to take money though for those of you who are doing the business thing. You are going to take a financial hit, but I feel like only somewhat short term. It's not going to go on years. This is going to be maybe a few months, anywhere from 3 to 5 months. Then you're going to notice some kind of shift, probably closer to December, winter months. Okay, that's for some of you that are investing in themselves and the businesses. The rest of you, stability is coming. You are going to have a job coming in. And for some of you that were single and kind of coming together with somebody, you are going to combine money and it is going to be a stronger household. For those of you that have a business partner, you are going to have a good match there. But also, if you've not vetted that person yet, make sure that you're picking the right person to partner up with. Yep, a period after struggle. Three of Cups, celebration. You know what? Get out and have a good fucking time. But again, I want to say watch for somebody, a friend. This came out for somebody else too. Do not loan just anybody money. Do not loan just anybody money. Because I do feel like there's a fake friend who would take something from you if they could. They could be jealous of what you have, but they would take something from you if you could. So please even clear out the energy of the people that you have around you, because it's almost like whatever this is coming for you, they're not going to like it. For those of you like creating a business or creating something of your own, they're not going to like that you have that kind of magic. You know what? Let them go. When you figure out who this is, let them go. They don't wish you well. They might not wish you harm, but they don't fucking wish you well. You don't need that shit. Right. All right. Now we have the sign of Libra. We got Libra. Well, 15 minutes. That makes it easy. And well, Libra. So for those of you who are already connected or have a loose connection, let's say loosely connected. First of all, if you're already feeling the vibe of this person, just let it happen. You're the king to their queen. This would be a vibrational match. This would be a soul connection. Do it. Do it. Look, here's the thing. The past. Yes, the past was a bitch. You and this person have a strong bond. And if this has not showed up yet, the person that would be coming in, yeah, it's going to make you nervous. Of course, it's going to make you nervous because this person is going to be different. This person is going to be special. And if you've already known them and if you've already had this attraction to them and if you've already known that, there was something there and you already know. Stop it. The truth and clarity is coming in time. And I want to say July, if this is already kind of playing in, I would say that this would show up by July if it's not there at all. And this person's going to be good for you. This has the potential, especially with the world and the star as well. For me, this is a very strong bond. This person could be at a distance. Maybe that's why you've not met him. Maybe you might meet him during travel. But the star is a very wish-fulfilling energy here, especially with all this other crap. And the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. This would be a good cycle. You are meant to have this. This is destiny's wheel. Don't tell yourself that you don't deserve it. Knight of Cups, you do. This is wish fulfillment for those of you. Look, I'm going to throw out some random shit. I apologize in advance. So there is going to be so much chemistry if it's not already there between you and this person. I feel like I want to say this. I feel like there's going to be confusion on if this is just lust or if it's real, because the attraction, because it's a soul connection, is going to be so strong. It might be, oh, do they just want to have sex with me? Well, number one, yes, they want to have sex with you. They do. In the car, even. I feel like this is car energy. They'd like to just bend you right over that car. Whatever. I'll say it. For some people, there is going to be a kink. I want to say there may be a hidden kink in there. But I think that they want to do it with you. It's not all about that. It's going to be a very fun, lighthearted energy kind of connection. I don't think it's going to be what you're used to. And I think it's going to freak you the hell out. That's what I think. But it's not just lust. I did not get the devil. This is all good stuff. Is there going to be some toxicity? Of course there is. There is in every relationship. I feel like somebody might be, I don't want to say obsessed or obsessive. Maybe a little territorial. They might like to look at your pictures. They might like to watch it, but I don't feel like it's a creepy watch. I like to see what you're doing, like in a controlling way. They just like it. They just want to see you. It's more that kind of energy. Explore this. It's worth your time. But to each their own. All right, Libra for June for career and finance. If you don't like what you did before, don't go back to it. If there's somewhere that you did not like before, do not go back to it. I just get that from Michelle. There's a reason that you left it in the first place. No. I know sometimes we have to do things in the transition, and sometimes we're just supposed to be uncomfortable for a minute and allow the change to come in and not go back to shit that just is not working out. or hadn't. Because I feel like some of you are going to have a pull to go back to something that really was too much. And for some of you, it did cause health issues, whether that be anxiety or hell, for some people, maybe even heart problems. You may have felt just super depressed, even. As I'm talking about the devil of the tower, do not go back to the past. You're not supposed to. Yeah, with the forward energy. Keep going forward. There is something else. Yes, there might be a financial impact at this time. But that does not mean go back to something that is putting you through the ringer, because I feel like you would not fare that well. Not financially or emotionally or physically, whatever that is, especially if you know that it put your body through something to begin with. You may really regret that, especially if it was physically. This is leaned towards like people that like manual, I don't want to say manual labor in general, but let's say you were a factory worker and you pulled your back or hurt your back in the past and you got something else. Well, that didn't really seem to be your thing. This is just an example. But now you're thinking about going back to factory work because it's just something quick that you could get. For some of you, you could run the risk of re-injuring something or hurting yourself. Do not go back to the past. I just feel like I need to say that that cycle is closed. It should be. You do have something else coming in. They're just saying keep watching and waiting if you're looking to make changes, if you're not working. Nine of Cups. Something is going to come in. Also, for those of you that did take a financial hit because of somebody else, maybe their addictions, you are going to come back from that. It will be okay. Okay, I feel like some cycle had to run through there, you know. And if you had to walk away from that person or that relationship, you are going to come back correct. You're going to be okay. There is going to be a little regret and remorse when it comes to that, but I do see something new, a new opportunity coming. Number one, do not have spending patterns of the past either. If you had shit spending patterns, do not do it. You'll find yourself running into a wall. As long as you can stay chill, yeah. Do not go to the past. And 59. 09. Scorpio. What we got? Scorpio. Oh, and you ended up at the bottom. Okay. All right, I'm going to read it in a couple of ways. You know your story, Scorpio, better than I do. However, here we go. So, if you are already dealing with somebody, and if this is somebody to come in shortly, if you see that they come in kind of as a page energy, very lighthearted, kind of trying to see, this literally goes in progression to the page, to the knight, to the queen, to the king. This person actually grew the fuck up. You're going to know that if that's your story or not. The person that if they are still around and you have seen the changes and they've moved on and forward and did this and that, yes, they grew up. I've never had it come in that direct of a freaking transition ever. So this person has made big growth. That's for those of you dealing with this person. Yes, you had to be patient. Patient. You may have wanted to kill them. But I do see that finance, the thing is I think they're trying to get other things together other than the relationship as well. So if you notice them kind of distant right now, I would not worry about it. And this is only the ones that are dealing with somebody who appears to have grown up. Now, for those of you who do not have that story whatsoever, and if you are single, boy, do you have some options. You sexy bitches. You have quite a few options. And the thing is I think that if it's not coming yet with all the options, when it does, I think you're going to actually love the shit out of that. I think that you're supposed to sit back and kind of wait because some of you are needing to heal something big time. Enjoy the dating process. You don't have to marry anybody because I feel like you're supposed to be single and independent for now. And actually enjoy yourself. Going out, having fun, not necessarily committing unless one of these people jump out to you. Now, do I feel like that there could be somebody of potential in the mix? Yes. But when you discover this person, this King of Pentacles here, I really feel like you, because I got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom, it would be somebody that you do match with. Could be an earth sign, doesn't necessarily have to be, but they would be very grounded people. It's like you'd feel the vibe. It'd be like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Take your time. Be patient with it. Don't drag your feet, but I mean, be patient with it because this would be somebody who you could grow with. But enjoy the options for now. And for those of you who don't give a shit about love, enjoy the time out with people. Get the hell out of the house. All right. Scorpio. Okay, for some of you, you're going to get legal communications. Could be in the form of any kind of letter, email. There may be something ending and you may need some kind of correspondence. It could be actual, some of you going to court because somebody, you Scorpios, somebody could have touched your man and you could have pulled, the knife on them. Who knows? For some of you, it will be in the form of fines. For some people, maybe it's programs for some people, but this does seem to be like legalish in nature, or there's at least paperwork documentation. So for some of you, you may be putting money down on a house. For some of you, you may be spending money on a house, but I feel like there's legal. Fix up your rental or something. Like if you're moving out of somewhere, you may get hit with some kind of, they may keep your deposit or something for some of you. Now, there was something that did come to an end, but I feel like you're kind of on the fence on a direction career-wise. Should I be doing this? Should I start that? Should I put this application in here? Yes. Just fucking do it. Because I do see financial impacts incoming. Maybe an unexpected bill. But there is going to be an offer. And I do want to say that there is going to be a position that you might take that would be coming in, but you're not going to stay that long. But that's okay. It's going to be a good reason why you've left. So you're either going to find something better, or for whatever reason not have to do it anymore for the time being. For some of you, it might be because you're taking a course or a class, you know what I mean, and having that transitional position, making just enough, and then finish whatever you're finishing up and starting something completely new. But this is a good ending, though. This is that boss energy. So you could be stopping something to be your own boss. Like, I'm no longer going to work for the man. I'm going to do it myself. I do see ending times of inconsistency when it comes to the financial problems. And I want to say, if some of you are back and forth on moving, go ahead and move. Go ahead and move. Moving is in the cards. Now, there might be a delay to your movement right now because of the financial thing, but when it comes, it's coming. It's coming right at you. For some of you, it's going to be by the month of April next year. So if you're planning and saving, now it doesn't mean that you're going to move in April. You can do it well before that. But for some of you, it will be by April. So if you're trying to hit that mark, yes, you are going to move, but you can't be indecisive. You cannot kind of let up. Right now is the time to push, because you're the only one that'll drop the ball on that, because Spirit's opening the door for movement. Yeah. Balance. Wish. Save money. But some of you, yes, it's a burden right now. Yes, that job is coming. Yes, the money is coming. Yes, your legal paperwork is coming. Anything you need, yes, it's coming. And I want to just shoot out a number 76. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, and it's favorable outcome. So I don't know if that could be a date like July 6th. Just saying. Anyways, there's that. All right, let's see what we had. Scorpio. Sagittarius. One, 850. All right. We got ourselves. Yeah, Sag. So, look, I'm going to read this a couple ways for you. Those of you that are dealing with somebody and you already know them not to be very consistent, that's going to keep on going there for a while. I want to give you the number 3. So they're either going to be awkward for 3 months, kind of like in and out, maybe worse than they've ever been, or it just, maybe you were going back on a pattern of them being good, and over the next 3 months or within 3 months, they're going to be kind of erratic again. Which is actually going to put this connection on pause, because you might get tired of it. And if this is you, this could be vice versa. It appears to be a false start. Even though somebody's got forward thinking, there's somebody more willing to give than the other one, and the other person holds back. This is a very toxic trait. And some of them might have an addiction, actually. There very well could be an overindulgence. It could be somebody that drinks or smokes too much weed. They just don't seem to be giving a shit about really doing anything. It's just in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay. For those of you, if it's not like an addiction, it's just simply a toxic trait of this person. Now, for some of you, I feel like this has already happened. And the thing is the reason that this person was the way that they are was because they had issues. And the thing is that's what's actually put you on pause for love. So those of you not even looking, it's because of this toxic past, Jess. You may have been very set on someone and they were very, very disappointing. And now it's kind of like you find it hard to give to a situation because of that. I want to say is those of you in that position, I don't see you making moves towards anybody in June. Not at all. You're not going to give to it. You know, you wish you could find something. It doesn't mean that you don't wish it. You're just going to enjoy your independence. You're just going to enjoy your independence. And I feel like some of you are really actually ready, but you lie to yourself more than anything, like, oh no, but it's more of a fear that you're going to get put on the back burner again by somebody, that it's not going to go anywhere, that you're going to be wasting your time. So sorry, Sag, it doesn't look like you're necessarily going to get anywhere in the month of June, but that's not a bad thing. Do you, boo? Love you. Buy yourself flowers, a drink. Enjoy the time out. You never know, you might trip and fall on a wiener while you're out. Enjoy that too. Just be safe about it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Some of you are building something. Some of you are having a home built or building something onto your home or wanting to redo something in your home. I do feel like some of you are going to this is odd. Some of you might have to relocate to have that done temporarily. So I want to say save money for that. Because it could be an add-on of some sort. But I think more of you are going to be doing the first. You know, I do feel like the winter months were a little bit harsher when it did, come to the finance. It could have even have started as far back as October of last year. And the thing is I do feel like coming into the spring and summer, there has been improvement. But I think for some of you, I feel like for some of you, I'm talking to seasonal workers. For some of you, you're seasonal workers. And there is going to be some things that do get better. Okay. And for some of you, we're going to flip it in the reverse. I do feel like you are about to take the hit, even for those of you who haven't started in the wintertime. And if you're not seasonal, for you, though, that money's getting better. Now, for some of you, because the school's about to come to close for anybody that's still in school, there's going to be a financial impact coming in. Okay, and it is going to revolve around kids. And if you don't have kids, don't worry about that part. I'm not talking to you. For those of you that don't have kids, well, you're going to be doing your own thing and you're going to be doing well at it. But all of you are coming back to recovery. There is going to be recovery. For some of you, you're going to have to take a little bit of time off to take care of a mom figure, or you're going to have to pay maybe for some help or get extra. I feel like this has to do with medical. So if this doesn't sound like your story, don't worry about it. But there's a mother involved and it is going to cost a little bit. You might have to pay their share of something. But if you're in a relationship, it very well could cause a problem. Let me just put that right out there. If you know that your partner is somebody who's not the one, or something like that, that's gonna go over like a fart in church. I'm gonna be honest. But there is going to be financial recovery, and for some of you, the recovery does come around an inheritance. For some of you, it is going to be an inheritance that kind of comes in, and take that how you will. But there's something inherited on the way. I don't feel like it's super fast though with the inheritance. Now, whether it take a while to get the paperwork settled or until the event happens, and I want to say this. Now, if you know you have, like, let's say an ill parent and you know it's terminal, we obviously know that sometimes those choices can't be changed. But I want to say, for those of you who know that your parent is not in the bestest of shape, I want to say some kind of an indecision or them choosing to turn a blind eye to something or ignoring it or try not to go to the doctor will be the determining factor in the direction that that's going to go. Probably shouldn't say that, but it's the truth. They have to stay very consistent with their own health. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. 118. All right. That shit went all over the place there. All right. Capricorn. Now, I feel like I need to say, generally, I don't start off with this. If this doesn't sound like you, remember this can be vice versa. Because I feel like this could possibly be a cross-watcher read, but it can go both. So I feel like somebody's let me put it this way. Somebody feels like they're putting in more work than they are. They feel like that. The other person feels differently. One person feels like there is either lack of emotion or some kind of, I don't want to say connection, but like the connection isn't there right now. Now, somebody could be focused on money too much. Maybe they might make the other person feel some kind of way because their mind is somewhere else. But I feel like for this particular Capricorn, this would be somebody who's emotionally distant at this time. And somebody else is just feeling left out. I just don't think that they are seeing something the same. Somebody's not very, very consistent at all. But I feel like this has to do with some kind of subconscious thing going on. They could have built up worry and concern. It could be around a home situation, doesn't necessarily have to be. But I feel like one person knows what they want more or are able to keep it together or something like that. Somebody wants a beginning, somebody wants a restart, they want things to be fine. I do feel like communication is either wanted or needs to be had between these two, but I do feel like that these are the people for this particular collective that can work it out. It's just whether there be confusion. Maybe somebody doesn't understand where the problems are coming from. Like, why is it like that? I feel like this is more so somebody who does not understand what the hell just happened. Kind of like everything would be fine and then it's not. And then maybe you take a break or something, and maybe it's like a rinse and repeat. And that's why somebody else is kind of confused, as like, okay, we were just fine 2 minutes ago and now we're not. What happened? I think there is a lot of confusion. But with this card here, this is telling me this is self-imposed. It could be some form of illusion or somebody just starting something in a way that doesn't need to be. Like it could just be the perception, but it's causing some kind of burden and it's making it hard to move forward. So I feel like this is a Capricorn already dealing with somebody. This is Capricorn already dealing with somebody. And I feel like somebody just needs to either trust the process, because I feel like something's going to work out. If it's somebody that has a lot of worry, you're going to hear something good. It does have to do with finance, and there is going to be a restart. So if somebody's focusing or worried about money too much or home or how things are going to balance out, they just are. But talk to your person or something, you're confusing them. Well, whatever these concerns are, you're worrying somebody else about. I don't know how to say it any different than that. That's crazy reads. This is like a couple that's got some shit going on. Capricorn and finance. That already crossed some shit there. All right. All right. So Capricorn. I feel like the times of you having to hold on to your money are going to be over. This does seem like this is trying to cross parts of the read from the love part. Something is coming around and it is going to reach completion. Now, I don't want to say the month of November, but I want to hand over the month of November because I feel like this is going to happen before that. But something's really, I feel like something big is going to happen around the month of November, but this is going to be very positive when it comes to the finance. So you're really either going to see the rewards at that stage, but something's already going to shift and it's going to become better. Okay. Something's going to become better. But I feel like with the moon, it's just the feelings surrounding something. Now, some of you are going to, for some of you, it might be a struggle in getting rid of a home. And I don't feel like it's necessarily a sale. For some of you, it could be the attachment to a home, right? Do we get rid of it? Do we keep this house? Do we move to another house? I think that there's going to be something about a house move that there or selling of a house that's going to be a struggle. There's between, I feel like these two people are going to talk because I do have the King and Queen of Wands here. So I feel like that there is like a couple involved. If not, it's somebody who's very in alignment with each other that live together. But You know, I don't feel like money is going to be the issue. I don't feel like money is going to be the issue. I think this just, you know, do we move here? Do we move there? There's a lot of movement coming up for this collective here. Yes, the money is going to be there. There is a cycle closure coming. There is travel. The thing is right now it doesn't feel like anything's shifting and changing when it comes to finance. For some of you, you are going to leave a financial situation that is not working for you. Your boss sucks. Your boss sucks and they're toxic. They are not paying you what you're worth. They might be blowing smoke up your ass to try to keep you where you're at. Like, oh yeah, you're great, you're fantastic. Oh, you're such a hard worker. You impress me so much. I'm not saying that you're not fantastic at what you do, Capricorn, because you are. You're one of the hardest working zodiac signs ever. But some people use it to their advantage to try to keep you going, right? They try to keep you going or to work harder or to give more. I think you're going to see through the bullshit, to be honest with you. And I think you're going to choose you. You're going to see more manipulation in that job. I think this is all going to kind of come hand in hand. Yeah, you're going to get that move. And you know what? The move also might surround new work. So if you're going to move because you hate your job, you hate your town, you hate all this shit, right? Yes, you're going to get your move. You might even see your environment around you full of shit. Like if you live in a one horse town and you want out of it, well, you're going to get that. You're going to find another job because it's literally, this is probably part of why you feel the way that you fucking feel. Financially, emotionally, job wise, it's probably just all just kind of just coming full circle because it's showing a cycle completion that's supposed to happen. And it does involve a move. It does involve a move. And even if it's just moving from that crappy ass job, a move needs to happen. You're going to find yourself with an ending, but look what happens after that, the 10 of Cups. It's going to be the best thing that you ever did. It'll be the best thing that you ever did, and you'll see that. Might be after the fact, but you'll see that. All right. All right, so 129.15. It's hard to know what to do sometimes. Aquarius. Shit, love. Aquarius. Somebody ain't taking no shit. That's just what I want to say. Look, if somebody has lied to you in the past, I do feel like that they are trying to bring some kind of trust back or to get you to trust them. Okay? They know they fucked up. They do. See, you came in with a completely different energy. And I feel like you have a little bit less baggage than they do. And so the thing is, I don't feel like this is a horrible person. They just lie and manipulate. Now, people can lie and manipulate for a million reasons, but I don't feel like this specific person does it because they're a complete douche canoe. I think it's because they don't want to do anything to disrupt something. They don't, you know, they hold back on feelings. They don't want to tell the truth. They do want, it's like that there's something that they do want, and it's their form to keep a distance and to keep you out. I think they do want some sort of a movement. I do think that for some of you, let's say you are talking about moving in with somebody, they may be, no, no, I don't want to move. I love my house. That's probably not true. They probably want to live with you, or vice versa. But they don't want to say that. There's like a fear of investment. They don't know how to communicate or shit. And the thing is, I feel like somebody doesn't like they feel like they have enough, they're worth enough. This all kind of goes hand in hand, but I feel like somebody wants more from you or you want more from them than they are willing to admit. There's a fear of walking away or something repeating itself. If something didn't work out for them before, let's say they moved in with somebody and not long or after it just went boom, or hell, even if they got married and boom, this is just somebody who just lies to your face and says, "Oh no, that's not, I don't care. Let me be distant." But this all has to do with the communication. They do want more. They do want more. And I want to say to an extent, they like to be chased. They want to hear stuff like, no, I want, but I feel like it has to be more of a reassurance thing. It's like a reassurance thing that's not really reasonable. Now, for some of you, this is going to be somebody who went through a divorce that just, or separation that was very tragic. And they don't necessarily know if they want to go all in. It's scary for them. Now, not everybody has to take that shit either, because this would be somebody that has very big control issues because they're trying to control the outcome by controlling the information. Not necessarily fair. So, and for some of you, somebody is in the process of getting a divorce and they may want more from you, but they don't want to express it. But there is some kind of a separation or something, either a process or it already been. So this is a them problem, not a you problem. Okay, Aquarius, fine. Business is picking up, or work is picking up. It's coming out of something that was going very, very slow. Yeah, so if you're waiting on a job opportunity, yes, this is coming in. You are about to make more money. There's absolutely an offer coming. Now, if it was a job, let's say, again, like the scenario before, if it was seasonal, yes, there's stuff picking up. I do see, as well, those of you that are trying to do partnerships in business, like if you plan to work with other people, yes, this is going to end up being beneficial if you work with the right people. Now, for those of you who have hated your job and are looking for something else because you just hated it, yes, there's something that's going to pay more and you're going to be or going to be happier doing it. So it is worth the roll of the dice. You just have to go through some shitty cycle first Because you know what? Sometimes we won't make change without things kind of repeating themselves or, you know, just a period of bad luck. Sometimes periods of bad luck have to kind of push you. Okay, financially, some of you, I want to say don't ignore something around your house or it's going to bite you in the ass. So if there needs to be repairs or something done to your home, do them. Do not turn a blind eye to it because this could bite you in the ass. It will, you're gonna wish you had the money for it. So now for some of you, you're trying to ignore the fact that you have too much house for what you need and you need to downsize. So if it's time to downsize and you know that, let it go. It's a seller's market right now. Yes, you have to replace it, but you know, you still could end up more financially stable for some of you. Some of you are just simply overspending on a home. Okay. All right. Some of you are going to spend more money on kids coming in. Well, it is summer, but you know, I do feel like for some of you, if you're spending more time with your kids or if you have more time off to do so, you are going to have a good time. Be open and receptive to that. Some of you are going to travel, go places, and there's I want to say there could be a mother or motherly figure that could impact your finances well. You might feel stuck, or you might feel like you have to take a work offer or something to do something. You may have to arrange somebody else to do it, or it could affect your money. Yeah, you're gonna have choices there. But overall, I do feel like you're gonna make the right choice for yourself. And there's gonna be progress there on your end anyways. Watch out for another air sign. I feel like this is somebody that's got significant air in their chart. That's a lot of air. Hold back what you do for them or what you give them because they're lying. They don't really need this for that. Or they're not giving you all the information. They're not giving you all the information. So just watch out for this little sketchy turd when it comes to any kind of financial intertwining or loaning of money. It's not going to go for what they say. Just wants to save yourself trouble. All right, Aquarius. Now I got the last one. I got Pisces, and then we have done. Well, Carol, I'm doing the zodiacs, but I think I read for you earlier. 40, 20. Have fun with it, Pisces. Have fun with it. Stop being so uptight. My God, quit being so damn indecisive. Look, if you're dealing with somebody and if you had a tiff or if something's not been going to the greatest of expectation, it's going to come back around. There's going to be communication. Try not to have drama when it does, because I feel like you or your person in this scenario or who you're talking to, it's just there might be just a lot of shit going on. And I do feel like that somebody is holding back on their feelings. They could have Earth in their chart, or they could be an Earth sign. But I think that they felt every bit of the conflict or the drama or the heaviness, and it is going to come back around. It is going to get itself worked out. There is going to be a completion of the cycle. Now, I do want to say if you don't stop being a hard ass or lighten up, I think that there's a shot at this person just kind of walking away from you. You'll notice the communication will get less and less and less until someone says, fuck it. They will just let it go. Don't feel like this person likes you so much that things can keep going the way that they're going, because they'll cut that connection. They've grown up too much as people. This person's been through some shit, or you have, and you're not going to tolerate stuff that keeps hurting your feelings over again. Like, so if cycles keep repeating, you're not going to take that shit. So somebody needs to lighten up the energy. Sometimes it's hard to be the first one to do it, but the energy has gotten to lighten up between the people. It's causing something. Because the thing is whether it be one or both, somebody wants progression. Somebody wants it to come back around. Somebody wants it to get better. There might be a lot of defensiveness at this point, or this is coming in. And the thing is somebody has to break the tension. We don't always want to be the ones to do it because it's not that comfortable always. But there is some kind of karmic cycle that has repeated. And this could be somebody's past behavior. Somebody might always cause drama, or somebody might always expect whatever and start something in motion that just kind of keeps coming back around and coming back around. And what happens after people fight over the same thing all the time or have the same patterns repeat? It gets frustrating for people, right? And eventually somebody pulls the white flag and says, I'm out. I feel like this is very specific. If the pattern does not break and if it keeps going, it will stop. The whole ass thing is just going to stop. We have the Justice card. For some of you, it could be, just karma is served because somebody wouldn't stop their shit. Could be that simple. For some people, this is going to be people that could be married, because I have the Hierophant here too. So if you're in a relationship and you're married and you keep hitting a cycle with somebody and it keeps going boom, 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 it don't matter if that person loves you. They're going to get sick of it. They're not going to stick around for it. Tired. There's the moon. It won't, but I feel like it won't. I guess the best way to put that, somebody will take it to the last. They may try to talk about it. They may try to fix it. But it to me, it looks like when somebody's had enough, it's going to be it. And I don't think that there's going to be that much of a window for somebody to fix it at a certain point. Somebody's going to be done, way done, way over. So it's, because especially if people aren't communicating and they don't work on it throughout. Somebody just finally decides to pull the damn pin. And it's like, you know what, done. There's no coming back now. I see you different. Can't do it. So, I want to warn some of you Pisces before I even pull. I see the devil. What I want to say is there are some of you, because this is the finance, some of you want more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more. But there's some of you that are pushing it into a greedy energy. Okay, and if it's not you, it could be somebody that's around you. Let me just say that. It could be somebody that is never happy. They always want more and are trying to figure out how to do more. And you know what? That does not always end well. You can never truly be happy in life if you're always chasing what everybody else has or what they want. When you're looking in someone else's yard and you never see that yours is green enough, you're always going to want to buy the house next door or the house down the street. You're never going to love your home. Okay. So I feel like there's some indecisiveness when it comes to work and or finance, but I feel like this has to do for some of you with a job. I'm going to discuss the people with a job first. I think you have other options to work other places, but for some of you, you don't know where to go. Some things might feel like they're not really working out right now. And for some of you, you're going to have a choice between a couple of different places, but you're not going to know which one is going to suit you better. Now, there is going to be work. There is going to be effort put in. I do see after a time of like loss or feeling underappreciated. So if you don't feel appreciated where you're at, you're going to go somewhere that's better. Now, for those of you that cannot decide, you are going to end up deciding. I want to say, if you haven't yet, you're going to make big decisions on it by August. So I do see a new job coming either way. But for those of you who just find it hard to be grateful for where you're at, put the work in. If you already know that you have the perfect job and you don't want to go anywhere else, and you're just not making enough, but everything else kind of fits. But sometimes it's okay to be okay right now. We don't always have to need more. I want to say, this Empress here, you are abundant already. I feel like for those of you that, I feel like this is more for single people. For those of you that already have it financially, like you're set, and if that is not your story, you need to focus a little less on work to allow love to come in. Your drive for more and better. You know what? Stop distracting yourself from what will make you happy. The reason you're working so much and want more is because you don't have anyone to give you a kiss at night. Face it. And it's okay to step back and not want more so much and lighten up to allow love in. You're ready. You're more ready than you know. It's just waiting on you to get your shit together. There's the Sun card. Now, for some of you, this person may have kids. You know, that might be weird for you, might be all right. Maybe you both have kids. But I do see somebody coming in regardless. You're going to be so damn worried about 3 10s in a row. Not that. Yeah, that completion needs to happen. About focusing too much on money and work and finance and, oh, I need better and more. It's right there. And the thing is there's major completions coming around this. That's good for those of you that focus too much and already have enough. This is the cherry on top. Usually usually it don't come out like that, and I do feel like it's a past life relationship. And if it's not past life, it's somebody that you've known, but I do feel like there's a past life connection here. So much. This is going to be a transformational one for you. Stop lying to yourself, though. There is an emperor coming in. This person will do the right things. They're not going to do. They want something with you. And you may meet them from work. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you need to look up from your little pen and pad of paper and see the hoe over there for what they are and be like, well, maybe I should try it. For all of you, it's going to be a little different. Go tap that ass, though. Get your head out of the clouds. All right, guys. That's the end of the live. I hope you learned something for your zodiac or your life. I will catch you next time. Peace out.